Hi, my name is Angela Fagg with Messengers of Truth, and today is June 14th, 2025. We are in my backyard, and this is Avey, the avocado tree. And I grew Avey from a seed approximately 7.5 years ago. Now, I had Avey in a glass for a very long time, and she had broke, and I thought she was going to die, but she didn't because I really abused her. I didn't give her no water or anything. Well, she kept living. So shortly after we moved down here about 5 years ago, I put her in a 5-gallon bucket. And I had her out here in my backyard. And I put her in that 5-gallon bucket because when I buy my home, I was going to put Avey in the yard. Well, that didn't happen, and that Hurricane Ian came and broke Avey again right in half. And I cried a little, but Avey, I thought she was dead. And a few weeks later, she started growing again in that bucket. So I put her in the ground right here, and I've trimmed her a few times because you need to keep your trees, especially in Florida, you need to keep them the wind to be able to go through them during hurricane season. So what I'm doing is I got my little, my clippers here. They're a little sticky because I use them to cut all kinds of stuff, plants. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to trim her again. So when the storms come this hurricane season, the wind will go through her more instead of breaking her in half again. This is called helping the plant to weather the storm. And that's also just like we are. God comes along and he trims us. You see? He trims us. And he takes away the things that we don't need. And that's what I'm doing right here. See, Avey doesn't need all these branches right now. She's still growing. So since I watch her from inside my house when the wind is blowing, I can see where she needs to be clipped so the wind will go through her better. And that's important because we want Avey to weather the storm and to come out in it better instead of, breaking off in half again. So what we do is we come through and we thin her out like this. So when that wind comes back through, the wind will just go right through her. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm cutting back the tree branches so when the wind comes back through again, she will definitely be able to take it. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting away. I'm going to take this limb this time, even though it's growing bigger, but I have these two large limbs that have grown stronger because of all what she's been through. So we cut it off. We just get rid of it. Now you see it's starting to get where you can almost see me through the plant, through my tree here. And that's what I want right now, you see? To be able to see me through here so you'll be able to get the wind through it and weather the storm properly. The point of it is sometimes God has to come along and he has to cut back some of our branches. And some of the branches can be people, it can be habits, it can be anything. But he cuts them back so you can weather the storm. So let's be like Avey and never give up and keep growing and keep learning always. Not just as Americans, but as human beings, as humans that love this earth and love God. So on that note, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, morning, whichever time it is for you. And always remember that God does love you and he trims you up just right so you can weather the storm. You is kind You is smart. You is important. You is smart. You is kind. You is important. Oh, that's so good.